My name is Kiran. I'm one of the organizers of Postgres Hyderabad. We've been running this Postgres Hyderabad user group meetup for good 1.5, 2 years. This is our meetup number 9. So we do it in the cadence of every 2 months or every quarter. And on a yearly basis, we also do a whole day PG day, right, which is called as Postgres day, where you will have 2 or 3 tracks of different talks that are happening. Right now, it could be an AI track, it could be a developer track, it could be a DBA track. Thanks to Innominds, now the collaboration with Santosh started from Manju Rao. Thanks to Santosh, Bidesh, Ravi and team for hosting us. This is first time we are doing something of this setup, sitting on the desk and then having all the talks happening. But anyways, thanks so much for having us. We would like to do more and more events, more and more casual events like this. Yeah. And I don't know how many of you would see this, but we have got 4 talks. All 3 of them are either related to Postgres development or something related to the high availability. One of the talk is specifically being delivered by Aryan, who's not yet here. He's a first time speaker, and he was so inquisitive in sharing his Postgres security knowledge, and we said, yeah, let's come over, and we need all the fresh minds to talk about Postgres. So that's one session I would love all of you to give us a feedback, because he's one of our first time speakers. And we have got Sashi from Open Source DB. He's also doing his first time speaking. He's talking about HA, so which is one of our favorite topic. And another good news that we wanted to share with you all is PG Hyderabad has become another benchmark. We thought, okay, now what else should we be doing? So we thought, let's go down south, and we are launching another meetup at Vizag. Coincidentally, we are doing another meetup in Vizag next Saturday. If any of your folks or any of your contacts, acquaintances are in Vizag, hit us up and we'll be happy to host them. We are doing this meetup at Andhra University campus. They have an incubation center, AU Hub, so we are doing the event there. And these are our social channels. You can get started. If you are not part and parcel of LinkedIn group, please do join us and help spread the word. And this is always important. Let us know what do you think about the meetup. Myself, Bidesh, Santosh will make sure whatever the feedback that we receive in this meetup, we'll incorporate the changes and try to implement in our next meetup. Right, I would call up Ravi to talk about something on Innominds and what is their open source modus operandi, and let us know what Innominds does. Thank you, Ravi.
The tech meetups and strictly non-marketing, so I won't bore you with the company and what we have done in this space. Yeah, but at least some of the technology aspects of it, yes. So Innominds is a mid-sized company. We are about 1,500 people now. We are headquartered in the Bay Area in San Jose, but principal offices are in India. In Hyderabad, we have an office at Wave Rock, and here. These 2 are our principal offices, and in Bangalore, we have a couple of offices. We have a Pune office, and we have one Vizag office too. So,
oh, wow.
So hopefully we will, help grow the Postgres community at Vizag, right? So we are a product engineering company, and what we mean by that is many of the tech companies, ISVs, startups, etc. They take our help in building their products. So some of our customers include the very big tech, like Microsoft, like Oracle, like SAP and so on, Splunk, Informatica, data stacks, So these are the, like considerably big tech companies which are our customers. So an aspect of their product, one of their products or any aspect of their product, we do that. MariaDB. So these are some of our customers. And then there is also startups, who have a good idea, maybe sometimes on just paper. They take our help to convert their ideas to living products, which can be used by customers as an MVP and scale. In databases particularly, and in the larger area of data, Innominds has worked quite a bit. For example, we have contributions to the Lucene project. So even before I joined, so the full text capability which today Bidesh will speak about, we have some contributions to the Lucene. Particularly, we have contributed to legal Lucene, which is in the law space. How do you do search? For example, 15 years back, if you were to see what were all the cases on this topic, who won those cases, why, etc. We did a product for one of our customers, which did the law Lucene. So from there on, we worked with Tandem, we worked with Ants DB. We have a significant experience in databases. We worked with Clustrix, which is a distributed MySQL. We work, but on-prem when we work, now acquired by Maria. We worked with one company called Sensage, which is a columnar database. We worked with DataStax. We are trying to work with EDB now. So in the space of databases, we have deep knowledge. A lot of people have deep knowledge. Our CTO, our previous CTO, Rao Yendluri, he personally, he was the VP engineering or CTO for 7 database companies, and he was a engineer under a person named Jim Gray. I don't know how many of you know Jim Gray, and he used to tell stories about how Jim Gray used to visualize databases, and he also knew Ralph Kimball and Bill Inman. Again, I don't know how many of you know Ralph Kimball and Bill Inman. Okay. So he personally worked under these 3 people, Jim Gray, Bill Inman and Ralph Kimball. I think all 3 went on to get the Turing medals, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure Ralph Kimball got the Turing medal because that happened some 4 or 5 years back. I also think, Jim Gray and Bill Inman also got Turing medal, but I might be wrong there. But so he used to tell me stories about, how they did first non-stop SQL, distributed SQL, how distributed SQL works, some of these concepts of high availability. Or whatever I learned it from him. So I'm, taking this opportunity to thank him. Also, I'm telling that this is the depth at which Innominds goes, right? Like we understand the DB internals. And on the broader, data space, we are contributors to Apache Hive. We are contributors to Apache Spark. We are contributors to Kylin and Drill. So in Hive, one of our engineers, he did what is called partial column caching. Essentially, whenever you are retrieving data repeatedly and you see that some of the projections, like some of the columns are retrieved again and again, so you will cache those. So identification of projections that are repeatedly retrieved. One of our engineers from Bangalore, he contributed to Hive. So it's part of the Hive community now. Similarly, we contributed to Apache Carbon, which is an offshoot of Spark. Apache Carbon is there are 2 parts to it. One is like a telecom specific Spark, for analytics there, and another part to it is to create MoLab on Spark. Again, any of you from the analytical world, you might be aware of this term, multidimensional, OLAP, MoLab. So this is the dimensional views and so on. So Spark is not a MoLab. Spark is essentially an in-memory data structure, right? Like RDDs or data sets, or data frames, etc. So this guy created, he and some others also, not him alone. This actually went on to get contributed to Spark. So Kylin and Drill, some of our engineers did bug fixing. I won't say they did a feature development, but they did bug fixing. So an Indian company, that too a services company and a smaller company, having the opportunity to contribute to top-notch Apache, the highest level Apache projects is rare, and that is what Innominds does. A lot of Innomindians, here, very passionate about technology. Beyond work, they spend a lot of time, personally in, evangelizing and spreading the word and getting the adoption on technology. I mean, I think it is all their work that I am speaking now. So I personally have not contributed anything. But that is the DNA of the company, and we are very proud to be that way. And we are very thankful, to the the Postgres community to allow us to host and get some of the brightest and and smartest and energetic teams here. Obviously a work day like this is meaning it's not a weekend. We'll see thin participation, but I think people will come over. We hope so. We hope you have a great learning session. And I was telling that I have seen different cities, right? Like I've seen the Bay Area, San Jose, Santa Clara. I've seen Bangalore tech communities, etc. They are very thriving communities. I mean, the passion to learn, the passion to share, the passion to in general do good to open source is very high. I wish Hyderabad also imbibes that kind of passion, and we all further this open source communities. With that, I'll stop, and thanks once again for joining in. Hope you have a great time now. Thank you.